in a state of inquiry. It is the first step in a lead. You don't need to do it like that because salespeople are going to automatically select a lead when they are doing their creation. But it's just to show you how the system handles this particular process. So a customer has created an inquiry. Someone has called them, they have talked to them, they have sold them on your products, and someone will come here and change that state to a service request. Another customer will actually, instead of creating an inquiry, which is a callback request in our USSD or WhatsApp, they would go in, select the service, select the region, select the town, and the system will give them the services, the internet packages that you have available for that specific region that they've selected. And they will select Home Fiber 5 or Microwave 16, and they will submit. Once they do that, it will come into the system as a service request, which is the immediate state next to the leads. So it will come in as a service request. Inquiries are also going to be converted in a similar manner. If customers call to your call center and they say, oh, I want this particular service, your tele salespeople will create a service request. It's no longer an inquiry. An inquiry is, hey, do you people have internet in my area? That is an inquiry. A service request is, I want package X. I have requested for a service. And this one can be converted into a lead and directly into an onboarded customer, or just, I want package X and I want it on this date. You see, now you have to call that customer. So now you can be able to say, hey, this is a service request. Let's update it to that. Or perhaps let's just put that into a lead directly. Let's go in and see what we are missing. Yeah, it's missing some details. Let's come in and punch in DOB, put it in the 90s. What else? You can see there's a follow-up date that we talked about. Select a region. Let's select a service. This is the only service available for that region, by the way. There are so many other services here. And then what else are we missing? It's not the name. It's not the ID. Missing something. We're missing a follow-up. We need to punch in a follow-up date. So I'm just going to put today, and then I'm going to attempt to update that. If it has updated successfully, then I'm just going to change this into a service request. See if I'm successful. Yes, I am. And you can even see things changed. I got a longitude, latitude to be able to, pinpoint where the customer is. Then I can upgrade this into a lead so that we are ready to take money for this particular customer. And now this is on the path to actually convert them into an actual customer. We already have a John Doe on this one, I believe. We created one. Let's put this one a Kim Joe or something, just so we can have that distinction. I believe we can still update this. So we have updated that one. We do have an amount, 20,000. We're supposed to pay for this package, quite an expensive one, 200 Mbps. Yeah, so at this particular stage, the salespeople can be able to punch in comments. If you request that in your policy, you're like, hey, I want updates. Go in. If you talk to the customer, comment. Say that I called them, they said X. They can punch as many comments as they want. So you can be able to punch in comments. You can be able to upload identification document, ID front, ID back, attach file, or any other documents that you might have. Money is going to come in for this particular lead through them paying to your pay bill and putting this account number as the account number. It's not the customer account number, but it's the lead account number. So they'll be able to put that in and the money will be posted into the system. So I'm just going to do it manually from here. It goes without saying that this is not something that people will be able to do. So there's a collect payment here as well. They can prompt the customer to pay even in small bits, solicit payment every now and then, or have the whole thing once it shows up. As you can see, the lead has been changed to status fully paid, and now we can create the account. Okay, so these are the leads that are in pending creation. So we can be able to create the customer account, the Kim Doe, and the 200 Mbps package. So let me just click on create. I'm missing a last name and identification, some fictional ID there. And then I'm going to refresh this, confirm that they are there. Attempt to create the account. System is creating the account, and when it does, it will tell me converted, and it will give me an account number and tell me when the lead has been converted. And I believe I should be able to go to this particular account, and yes, I can click on it and it will open a service account. As you can see, nothing has been configured on it, but it also created a customer. You can open the customer and you can see that there's a service account in that customer in pending payment. And even though we are going to cover into detail how the payment thing works, just a brief. The pending payment is there because when the money comes from the lead, we post it directly into the wallet. Why? So that we can be able to process that particular invoice first, put anything that is missing, change things the way we would want it. Let me just open this particular invoice here. We can be able to make changes, add items to this, or whatever items that we'd like to do. Then you can come here and actually post the payment. We're going to do this in the invoicing section and talk more about that particular transaction. But in terms of leads, that is as far as it goes. You can be able to have your salespeople create the leads, and they could stay as leads for as long as the customers have not paid. When the customers do make payment, that is when we actually allow them to convert them into paid customers and create the service accounts. So you're not going to have customer records stuck here and they have never even converted. So you use leads for that, you manage them outside there, and then once they materialize into business, we allow them to actually convert them. So I think that's about it in terms of what is available for leads. And it also goes without saying, any documents that might have been uploaded in the leads, they will automatically be brought up into the KYC of the customer, and you can always go in there and edit the information as you wish. So that's it for the lead section. The next section we'll be covering is the customer retention. See you in that one.